You got it, homeboy. Island boy.
Dicen que soy poderoso, yo solo soy su amigo. Esto falta averiguar, saben a qué me dedico. Me gusta vivir muy bien, aunque me siga el peligro. Nosotros somos los Tucanes de Tijuana y nos vamos directamente. Échale, primo. Hay que hacer ruido para que se mire la coladera.
We all want what we can't have. That's my word from my dad. Back in prayer was all we had. I was this, but now I'm black. You understand it's none last. Now I'm in the studio feeling rad. You can feel like a launching pad. No joke, lay them down like old folks. Real people with slow pokes. Nodding off when you think I woke. 36 when I know you broke it. Hear them whacked and they misspoke. I carry fire like gun smoke. Ravens covered like a up close. Hold up. What you mean that you're not a fan? I'm the dopest thing like this contraband. Now you can run into all your friends. Jelani fighters in the grand sand. Niggas like you green like the Uncle Sam. When you in now and I understand. But I'm not a beaver, so I don't give a damn. They like, what you mean, But I gotta drink, I gotta get by any means. So, what you friend or thing? Been an outcast at the precinct, but I'm still tight like jeans, like sanitation.
Welcome to TVOSJ, the voice of San Joaquin, your community radio station. Sounds to me like there's two lines going, and I'm going to make sure that we don't have a double play. So I'm just going to bring down the music. But welcome to your community radio station. Of course, this is TVOSJ, soon to be also 89.5 FM KBCC in Tracy. And yes, we are a local nonprofit multimedia community broadcasting network right here off the Miracle Mile in Stockton, California. Welcome everyone to your community radio station. This is Betty Ramirez on Sabor Latino. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do appreciate you. And today I'm going to have a guest. We're going to be talking about something that's taking place here in the Stockton area. And I can't wait to get her on the phone so that way we could do our interview. And of course, this is none other than beautiful Tondria Hall, and she's a representative from Concilio. So we're going to be talking to her in regards to that. Tondria, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, hello there, and welcome again to your community radio station. And surprise, surprise, this is Betty calling you up to do another interview. Now, I had Tondria here yesterday on Noticias y Algo Más, and she used a little bit of her Spanish, but virtually she announced everything she had announced in English. So I figure I should have her back again on Sabor Latino, which we speak fluent English. So welcome. How are you?
I am well. How about yourself?
Excited that I was able to get a hold of you because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able. So what we covered yesterday was pretty neat. We covered a little bit about El Concilio, all the programs that they offer the community, but we also covered an event that's about to take off. And so I'm going to let you do it, girl. Go ahead.
Okay, yes. So this Friday, December 6th, from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m., we'll be serving tamale lunch plates for, we're trying to raise money for the community to give them food baskets for Christmas time. They're really affordable lunch plates. And then also for the dinner hour from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., we will be having live entertainment, free pictures with Santa. The entrance for that is free. They just have to pay for their plate of food. Again, it's tamales. 2 tamales, either chicken, pork, or cheese. It comes with rice, beans, and salad. And if come for the dinner, they also get chips and salsa on their table. It's a really fun event, a good way to get out of the house with the family, enjoy some free entertainment, and free pictures with Santa. I mean, those pictures are pretty costly in the mall, and you can get them for free at our event this Friday. And again, all proceeds go to providing families with food baskets for Christmas.
Wonderful, wonderful. And like I was talking to you in regards to the menu yesterday, and I was asking all sorts of questions because I want to know what's all in the plate. What does it consist? What are the flavors? Is there a dessert also included in the dish, or is it separate? And what is the dessert? Only because I'm a dessert eater. I like to start dinner with dessert. I know it's not right to do, but I do.
Right.
I combine it.
Yeah, so the dessert does not come with the plate. Separate from the dinner, there is a dessert table that families are welcome to go up to the table and pick a dessert of their choice. There's usually pies, cakes. I don't think I've ever seen flan on the table. It'd be a good suggestion, though, for future events that we have. But there's cookies, there's brownies, there's pan, Mexican bread. And then there's also, as far as the drinks go, there's coffee, there's soda, water, and all those are available separate from the plate.
And this year you mentioned that you will not be serving alcohol, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that's something that people should know. For those of you that would like to go in and sit down and have your usual, you will not be able to have alcohol with your dinner, but that's okay because, as long as you have entertainment after the dinner, I think that is wonderful because then I say, all you can eat, right? And then go on out and work it off, dancing.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about, now you said for the tamales, we have what flavoring, what meats, so that way the community knows what to order.
So there is a choice of chicken, pork, or cheese.
Chicken, pork, or cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the cheese could be good for the vegetarians, right? Vegans,
Right.
because there is a lot of individuals that do not eat meat. And so, that's always a hit. And it's always good to offer something for all the individuals that are vegan. So,
Correct.
okay. Now,
Yeah, and personally, I'm a meat eater, but I love the cheese tamales.
and what kind of cheese is it? Is there a certain type of cheese? Because I know there's all different type of cheese out there.
I'm not sure exactly which one they use. It's orange, so it could be American, it could be
Cheddar,
yes. But it is an orange with jalapenos in it.
Jalapeno peppers in there. Oh, delicious. Okay, my mouth is watering already. Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Mine too. I can't wait.
And I'm looking at the price. It is a pretty affordable price. We can't mention the price, but it is very reasonable for those of you that want to bring in your family of 5, 6, 7, right?
Right.
It's affordable to be able to feed them all. So, let's talk about what is it that happens early in the morning. I mean, can people come in and pick it up, and what number do they dial to make their orders?
Yeah, so for the lunch hour, people can either walk up, drive up. We're on the side of the Civic that is on Fremont Street, and they just either drive up or walk up, and they can purchase day of tickets. They don't have to pre-order. If it's a big order, would appreciate that they called in advance. The phone number for that is 209-644-2627, and just let us know how many that they would like to pick up. They can even pay online. If they do want to pay in advance and let us know, hey, I've got a big order and I want to pay in advance, they can do that as well on our website at www.elconcilio.org. And they can see all of what all comes on the plate there as well. But yeah, they can just walk up either they can even do drive-through at the dinner. They don't have to come in and sit down. If they get off work at 5 o'clock and they want to swing by and pick up some plates to take home, they can do that as well.
Okay, wonderful. One more time, put that number out in case the individuals did not get the number the first time that would like to order.
Sure.
Go ahead.
209-644-2627. And we start as early as 11 a.m.
Okay, and we are talking about El Concilio Navidad en el Valle. This is a 2019 annual tamale dinner event. They have one every year, and it's always a blast to be able to go with your families and friends and just have a good time. Not only that, but you'd be supporting El Concilio, which has a lot of really, really neat programs for families. But what is going to be the most important thing is the funding for this event. Where's it going at? And who's benefiting?
So every year we service about 800 or so families with a food basket. So all the proceeds that we make from the tamale fundraiser, we use it to purchase these baskets to give out to these families. All the applications have been filled out. So families come in the first Monday of November every year, and they fill out this application. Inside this bag, they're getting a whole chicken, a sack of potatoes, eggs, rice, beans, a can of vegetables, some cereal, some cookies. It's a pretty good bag the week before Christmas to kind of get them through. And there's always leftovers. So if, let's say, a family did not get a chance to get an application, they are more than welcome to come by. And when we pass out all of those, the pre-filled out applications, we give the extra food to whatever families are hanging out, waiting around for food.
Okay. What about our senior citizens? How about our senior citizens as well?
Yeah, so we actually do have a senior program at our Sutter office, and those seniors had applications as well for their program. Each program gets allotted a certain amount of applications for their clients, and so there are availability for the seniors as well. I would suggest if there are seniors that want to wait around to get a basket, that they have a family member come with them so they're not waiting out in the cold. You know, maybe they could wait in the car and have a family member go out and wait for them. But yeah, there's no age limit. There's no dollar amount that they have to make. It's open for any and everybody.
Wonderful. That's good news. Good to know. Okay, so this event, El Concilio Navidad in El Valle, is going to take place at the Stockton Civic Auditorium. And
yes,
that is 525 North Center Street in Stockton, California, 95202. Okay, so in order for them to order, or let's see, they can actually order online as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. And of course, that would be elconcilio.org/events/Navidad -en-el for el and -valle, VALLE. And /. So that's good to know. Now, for the entertainment, who is going to be playing for the evening? If you have an idea, do you know by now?
I haven't gotten the lineup yet. I know we have some mariachi usually comes. We have some dancers, Aztec dancers that walk throughout the event and dance. We've got some hula dancers that are going to be there. Some of the schools participate as well. They send their kids out to do performances. So I haven't seen the actual lineup just yet. They're working on the program still and confirming all the entertainers. But it'll be a good night. They just got to come out, and they'll be able to see everybody.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I'm reading here, so you have a choice either to do the drive-through, and that's a lunch, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then you have the sit-down, and that would be dinner between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. And so how many people did they have last year, if you recall? Because I'm wondering what the number may be this year.
Maybe about 1,200 to 1,500. It's quite a bit. I'm always working behind the scenes, so I don't ever get to really see how many families we get in and out. And then there's people who don't buy the food; they just come in for the pictures with Santa, and that line is always packed.
Well, it is free. You know? It is free. Yeah. It says here, live entertainment and free photos with Santa during dinner. So that's a lot of pictures out there. If it was last year, over 1,000. Wow. Wonderful. So this picture, is it like in a card form, like a holiday card, or is it like a Polaroid?
Yes, it's like a holiday card form.
Like a holiday card form.
And it gets printed out right then and there for them.
Oh, wow. So they can actually take it the same day.
They sure can.
They don't have to wait for it. Okay, that is wonderful. So did you hear that, families? You can actually bring your kids so that way they can meet Santa and take a picture with Santa Claus, and we'll be able to take it home that evening. Okay, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so for the plate, it says includes 2 tamales, Mexican rice, and frijolitos, beans. And of course, frijolitos, I love refried beans, or even just regular beans. We all love beans. You know, it's a little bit of protein, correct? If you don't have meat, that is. So Okay, so here we go. Again, it's 525 North Center Street, Stockton, California, at Stockton Civic Auditorium. And then it says here, purchase 10 or more tickets and get a reserved table. Now, what could you tell us about the tables?
So the table seating is first come, first serve, unless you reserve. So if you buy 10 or more tickets, we can put your name on a table, and it is reserved for you. We only hold them for 30 minutes. So if the event's opening, the doors open at 5, the event opens, we'll hold the table until 5:30. Because some people buy, they'll buy a table, but they don't actually come. They'll just give out the tickets, and people would choose to do drive-through. So we want to be cognizant of that and make sure that those families that didn't get a chance to reserve a table can take advantage of the tables. So if they do 10 or more, we will hold a table for them. Unless they let us know, hey, we're going to be late or what have you, we'll hold it for them. That way they don't have to scrounge around and find seating.
Wonderful. Good to know. Good to know, because there's sometimes a lot of families that want to sit together. And, a family could be about 100. It just depends. It depends on how many they, get together and decide to pitch in for a table. All right. So, again, this is Friday, December the 6th, which is wonderful over here at the Civic Auditorium, El Concilio Navidad in El Valle. Good to know about that. I have not attended one yet, but someday I will. Maybe this time around I will be able to. Only because my shows are always towards the evening, and there's always, the events in during my show, so it's difficult for me to leave the radio. But we'll see what I can do. Okay, another thing that I was going to ask you, I know that El Concilio offers a lot of programs out there that helps families in need. And I'm talking single mommies, I'm talking children that need some help, maybe in the medical. But, I'm just wondering if you can share with us some of the programs that you have out there through the Concilio that people can apply for.
Typically my leading response to that question is, what don't we do? Because we service all of the community. We don't close our doors to anybody. Our services range from, we've got preschool centers for the little kids. We've got senior services. We even have something that's been really big lately is our van transportation for non-emergency medical appointments.
Okay.
This van will go door to door and pick these people up from their homes and take them directly to their medical appointments.
So we're talking seniors?
Service.
Are we talking the whole family?
All ages. Yeah, everybody.
Oh,
all
wow,
over San Joaquin
Tondria.
County. All over San Joaquin County, they just call us and at least 24 to 48 hours in advance, because we're so booked. We want them to call us and let us know, hey, I've got an appointment on this day at this time.
Yes.
And again, there's no requirement. They don't have to have a certain type. I mean, they could have a car sitting in their driveway and don't want to use their own gas. And if they call us and they have a medical appointment and they want us to take them, hey, we'll take them. I know gas prices are rising. And so we're trying to help, the areas that we know people need assistance in. Another service that we have is our free clothing closet. It's getting cold outside. People need blankets, sweaters, jackets, pants, socks. All of that stuff gets donated to us on I would say, weekly basis. Someone's bringing something in, and the community just come in. They don't need to have an ID. They don't need to know. We don't need to know if they have an income or not. They just come in, say they want the closet, no questions asked. They go in and grab whatever it is that they need from the closet. And that's, we have baby stuff in there. We have adult stuff. We've got teenager stuff. We've got some household stuff. Pretty much whatever they need. If we don't have it, we'll reach out to some contacts to get it. And another big thing that we've been doing is our free food pantry. We partner with a grocery outlet, and they maybe about once a month they'll call us to come out and pick up a bunch of donations, and we just set it up in the office. And again, no questions asked. Families come in and say they need food. We let them take a couple bags of groceries home, and they're good for a couple weeks, And again, it's they can just come in, no ID, no anything necessary to get these services. I really encourage everyone to check out our website so that you can see all of the services that we offer. All the contacts for each department is listed on our website, because obviously the person in each program is going to know more about their program than I would know per se. But we've just got so much going on, so much so many services to help the community.
And that's a beauty of it. And I know Concilio has been there for so many families for so many years. And this goes way, I mean, I'm talking way back in the 60s. I remember back in 78, 79, I actually worked for El Concilio. And I worked as, can you believe that? I worked as an aide. I was teaching a family to speak Spanish. They wanted to learn how to speak Spanish. And so I thought, you know what, this is something I can do. I needed some extra credit for graduation, and I did it. And you know what? I'm glad I did. I never regret it, because today we're still friends, and I've seen them grow up. Such beautiful students. And, you know, just to be able to offer something that I was able to do at that particular time, which was my language, cultura, knowing to speak Spanish and sharing it with somebody else and teaching them because they had the interest of wanting to learn. I thought, well, that was pretty cool. And I was able to finally graduate with those little units too that El Concilio was able to give to me at the time of need. And so I have fond memories for El Concilio back in the day. And this was, like I said, was back in 79 when I did that.
Yeah, they've been around going on 52 years.
Unbelievable. So yeah, they've been around forever. And it's good to know that they are there because they're there to help out families in all areas. So what can you tell me about the undocumented, the dreamers? Do you have a program? I know you do. And what is it that you offer the undocumented?
So we do have an immigration department. They do citizenship classes, citizenship prep classes. They offer low-cost immigration legal services to help with application filings. For the workshops, there are a plethora of workshops. I don't have the dates on me now, but there's always workshops to help people and to give them their rights, to let them know because some people they're not understanding that they have the right, if somebody commits a crime against them, to report that and not be faced with deportation or to be faced with any consequences. They need to be treated just as equally as everybody else. And so our immigration department is really, really good at just educating these families and helping them with all of these applications. I know with the current administration, I'm not really sure if they're pushing through more applications right now, so they know what's going on, what's going to happen next. But again, on our website, there is a contact for immigration-specific questions, and they can go ahead and call that number, and someone will answer at all times and answer any other questions that they have.
Wonderful. Good to know. Good to know. So ITIN is something that I know a lot of individuals use to be able to qualify for programs. And is that something that you do use for individuals?
We honestly don't answer.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just asking if that was one of the requirements for families that are in need of help.
For the immigration services?
Yes. And if they have an ITIN number, is that something that you do use?
I'm not sure exactly their requirements, to be honest. Like I said, it'd be best for them to contact the immigration department. But all of the other services at Concilio, we don't ask for any type of identification. We can care less if they just got to this country today and have no documentation. We just want to be able to help them in any way possible. We don't ask any questions. As far as immigration services, I'm not sure exactly what it is that they need to be able to assist the families. But just for questions, anybody can call for questions and to ask, where their next steps should be without having even to have that.
Wonderful. Good to know. All right. Do you happen to have that number on you?
I do.
Okay, Tondria, put it out there because I will also repeat it in Spanish.
209-644-2606.
One more time.
209-644-2606.
209. Good. Good. I'm glad because ahora para las personas que necesitan ese número, si acaso tienen unas preguntas de inmigración, pueden llamar al número de teléfono 209-644-2606. Otra vez el número de teléfono es 209 644-2606. Y eso es para las personas que necesitan ayuda. Si están teniendo un problema con el ICE o con oficiales, tienen preguntas, ahí tienen un numerito donde pueden llamar para agarrar ayuda que está ahí para la familia, ¿ok? Muchísimas gracias. Ese es el Concilio y como diario me dicen que ahí ayudan muchas familias, están allí para ustedes. Okay. Well, thank you so much. That was good to know. I needed that number so that way I could put the number out for all individuals because you just don't know where they're at in their lives right now, what's taking place,
Right.
and who, why they might not want to reach out. But this is a place where they can feel confident. They can feel safe, correct?
Yes.
And see, a lot of times, a lot of Mexican individuals, it's very difficult to trust. And so,
Right.
yeah. And so I put it out there and said, okay, if you need any help of any kind, please contact El Concilio. And I put out the number in Spanish. Thank you so much. This is a time that I know that it's holidays and all. It's a great time to celebrate, but we also have to stop and think about the people that are also suffering. And if
Right.
we can offer some kind of a service that will bring them out of that suffering state, then we're doing something positive. We're doing something that is so needed in helping families. So I applaud you guys. I applaud you all the time because, I lift El Concilio as often as I could. And I always tell you guys, we're here for whenever you need to promote any kind of event whatsoever, any fundraising event, anything that's taking place with El Concilio. And not only that, but, if ever... I was thinking if there's some families out there that's already been helped by El Concilio, I would love to hear their stories. I would love to have them here and interview them, Tondria, face to face, cara a cara. And maybe that's something that you can ask some of the families, see if they would be willing to step forward and share their story right here on the community radio station, The Voice of San Joaquin. And that's something I'm really good at. And if I can convince them, and also give them the airtime that they need to be able to share their story from beginning to end, then they've got that time right here on the community radio.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Any shout outs, anyone that you would like to acknowledge and give thanks to?
Annette and Mr. Mr. Ramirez, the CEO and president of El Concilio, they, the work that they have been doing all these years, I applaud them. It's not easy to be in the seats that they have been in and go through all that they have gone through and to be around for so long. That's big for a nonprofit.
Yes.
And also for me, because I started off at El Concilio as just an intern, and I did not want to go there because I didn't speak Spanish and I was not Hispanic, and it bothered me at first. But, Annette saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, and now here 8 years later, I'm still there, and just watching the agency grow and all the good things that they have done in the community, I tremendously applaud all that they have done.
Aren't they awesome? They're so awesome.
They are.
Give them both a shout out for me. Let them know that I'm thinking about them all the time, and I send them a big hug, okay? And thank you, Tondria, for coming through for the second time. I know sometimes it's hard to give your time up, especially when you're family and all. So I thank you from my heart. I do appreciate you. Okay. All right.
Thank
well, you
you.
have a happy holiday, and maybe I will see you out there during December the 6th, which is Friday, at El Concilio Navidad en el Valle, and at the Stockton Civic Auditorium, 525 North Center Street. Yes. So I will try to make it out there, and if I could, I'll be taking pictures and interviewing so that way we could bring it back to the radio and share it with the community, okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. You take care, and it was good talking to you again.
You too.
All righty. Bye-bye now. Okay, you heard it again right here on your community radio station, The Voice of San Joaquin. This has been Betty Ramirez right here on Sabor Latino. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do appreciate you in a big way. And you know what? I wanted to give you information on some other events that are going to be taking place also, and that is the Nocturnal Car Club third annual toy drive, and it's December the 8th, and that's going to take place at 9275 Glacier Point Drive in Stockton, California from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The next one is, let's see, Peace and Justice Network 33rd Annual Peaceful Holiday Fair, December the 6th, 2019, Friday, 4 to 8:30, and then on Saturday, December the 7th, 10 to 3:30, and this is going to be at the Central United Methodist Church across from the University of Pacific. A holiday tradition, local artists creating goods that support a sustainable environment and reflect a caring and a just society. All right, that's another one. And then the other one is the Stockton Yacht Club presents Lin Han Memorial, and that's going to be the 38th Annual Delta Reflections Lighted Boat Parade. Mark your calendars, December the 7th, Saturday, okay? And that's going to start probably around, I would say, 4 or 5 o'clock when it gets dark. Another one is the Dressing Cinderella Second Holiday Craft and Vendor Fair, December the 8th, and that is going to take place at the Sherwood Mall, 11 to 4 p.m. There's still vendor space, so if you'd like a space, please give Ingrid a call at 209-420-7838. Okay, so now you heard it. You heard it right here on your community radio station, The Voice of San Joaquin, and that's tvosj.org. And remember that we are going to be going live on FM 89.5 FM. That's KBCC in Tracy. We are a local nonprofit multimedia community broadcasting network. You heard it right here on your community radio station. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do appreciate you. I shall see you tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on your community radio, tvosj.org.